I'm ready, son.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're rolling, but let me just.
Let's make sure.
Welcome to behind the scenes, everybody. So where I forget to arrange my windows.
And make sure everything is recording.
Program called Windows.
So difficult.
Wait, did I click on the game? I probably didn't. Oh, I did.
Alright. I'm worried.
Alright, so welcome back to Jazzgrass.
Trying to figure out if we can
One of
If I
these
can-
days.
beat this motherfucker. Well, this motherfucker is not that difficult.
So I was uploading Dark Souls 2 and I realized, holy crap, these are videos from when from 2018, like early 2018. We're talking March 2018, so that's damn near 2 years ago. Think about that.
Man's just got a job,
I had just gotten a job at the time.
and now he left it.
And
now he's uploading that video.
And now yeah.
I love that.
Now I'm a destitute, broke ass motherfucker. Oh man, I mostly like there's 27 episodes left as of now, and that we have to upload. And after that, we rage quit Dark Souls 2. Spoiler.
Very big spoiler.
And we get on with Dark Souls. I mean, it's not like we upload these videos timely either, Dennis.
Well, you never know.
We're months behind.
That
the
is
last,
true. That is
The
true.
last uploaded Sekiro episode was, I believe, before we hit up Japan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was already fighting this guy before Japan.
No, not quite. No, there were a couple of boss fights before this. I distinctly remember us fighting other boss fights before this one, after Japan.
Yeah, I just think we're getting close to.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so here we are, still at it. You know, still
Fighting, smacking swords,
still your old trusty Jazzgrass going at it.
never backing down out of a little fucking challenge.
So I've alright, so you know, it's time for Brian's weekly anime corner here.
Yeah, fucking ground to her right.
So welcome back to Jazzgrass anime. Welcome back to Jazzgrass anime. So I've been watching this new anime. It's been airing right now. You know, the start of the season is always looking quite bare and like, oh man, when are the good shows are gonna start, you know? So I started watching this series. I think it's called, I'm not sure about the name, but I think it was called When Science Falls in Love. And it's about two college students. Alright, so that's already quite rare. It's already piquing my interest, right?
Oh, whoa, that's actually more adult than high school for a change.
Exactly. So, alright, so
How
they're
daring.
in college. And the first episode starts with a scene where the girl protagonist walks into the room. And, you know, the guy's like, excuse me, but you are 2 minutes late. And then the girl goes, actually, you'll find that I am 2 minutes and 34 seconds late. If you're a guy of mathematician and logic, then you would have, of course, known this, right? And dude's like, alright, don't be
What the
sass,
fuck?
be sass after you make it for the last time, right? So she sits down, and they have their backs facing one another, right? So they're done throwing sass at one another. And the girl goes, also, it would seem that I have fallen in love with you. And
Just throws it out there.
but yeah, because they're not completely not used to feelings and all that shit, because they're, you know, scientists.
They're college students.
Because they're super nerds, but like they're such nerds that the guy gets up and goes, all right, and by what definition did you come to that conclusion?
Oh, fuck.
And you're thinking, oh, this girl's gonna be mad that he says that, right? No, the girl completely understands. And she's like, right, this is what I've been basing it on. You started appearing in my dreams around April 12th. We held hands in our dreams. At this point, I became more conscious of you. Here is a chart of roughly the frequency at which you appeared in my dreams. Here's approximately, or here are the numbers for the times that my heart started racing when I was near you. Here are my heart rates, my body temperatures, the times that I lost focus because because I'm so attracted to you, whatever, stuff like that. And the guy goes like, right, now I have to say that after all, and the guy goes like, after all this time working together, I also have some affection towards you, but I'm not sure if it's love because I've never felt love before.
And also I'm a guy, so you know that penis goes up and down all the time.
So they actually, the whole show is about them performing experiments in order to figure out A, are they in love, and B, how can they define these love, and C, what are the like, can they make a formula for
This is the
for
driest
communication?
love show ever.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like,
There's no tippy tapping around.
this is made for
feeling.
socially awkward people.
It's like straight up. No, but you know, in most shows they're very coy. It's like, oh, I might be a little bit. You know, they dance around, and then in the end they're gonna be. But here, the whole prospect is like everyone knows they're in love. They know they're in love, but they're also just like having a good time, just being like, all right, let's prove it. And it's adorable. It's adorable, dude. But it's a really sweet, but also super funny show. You should check it out sometime if you feel like watching some romance shit, because that is an actual like mature romance show, which is pretty good.
Just the concept of it sounds so fucking...
I know
It's
so
so
outlandish.
stupid. Like, oh my god, just like imagining that happening in real life. Just at a workplace. It's
Well,
like the only way you could fall in love in a workplace. Like you have to do it by the books or something.
Well, here's the thing, right? So they go on a date, right? They decide like one of the main events of two people falling in love is going to have to be like some sort of date, and they decide on this date, and they go on the date, but they immediately get stopped by their friends who are there to record and supervise their date because they're trying to get as much data out of it as possible.
Yeah, they're
right?
trying to interfere.
So they've got those two people there to witness and record everything, right, as the control. And the first thing they do is they walk up to them, stop them, and go like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing, wearing a lab coat on a date?" Because they both just wore their fucking research attire.
Oh, that's perfect. No, they would fall in love instantly. They were like, all right, we're the same fucking person.
But yeah, so they take him shopping, blah blah blah, the whole, you know, typical romance shenanigans, but in a scientific code, because dude's like, but it's hilarious because, okay, some random dude who's like this lame-o just got dumped because he was two-timing his girlfriend, some random like villain of the week type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he sees the girl protagonist walking alone because he walked ahead of the other guy because maximum efficiency and all that shit. He starts flirting with her, and he goes like, "Oh, the moment I saw you, I fell in love." And the girl goes, "Did you?" Well, that's perfect. He takes out a notebook. It's just like, all right, where did you base this on? What how did you come
love
to the
that.
conclusion that you fell in love with her first? What are you basing this? What can you tell me more? There's like, wait, what? So the guy arrives, right? And you know, and the male protagonist walks into the scene, and he's like, "What? You say you're in love? Bullshit! You haven't looked at the numbers at all, have you?" And he just grabs all these papers, like his entire thesis, out of his bag, like just this stack of papers, and he just goes, "Do you know how much time I've spent collecting all this data to figure out if I'm actually in love with it? And you're coming in."
Just saying on a whim because your dick twingled.
Oh my god, it's
I love
hilarious.
that. That's great.
But yeah, it's really good. 4 episodes out so far. I've watched it all, and yeah, pretty good. But yeah, that's basically the only, well, one of the very few shows this season that I like. There's also another one which is you know, a video game isekai type thing. It's just, you know, they're not stuck. In other words, it's a show about a SAO type game. You know, nerf gear, all that. And in this game, they don't get stuck. It's literally just cute girls doing cute things in virtual reality. But it's a girl who's very afraid of pain and very afraid of getting hurt. So what she does, she makes a new character. She knows nothing about video games. She puts all her points in defense, right? And she basically bumbles through this game in such a specific way, because this game, right? This game has prides itself in that every player character is unique, because the way that they play the game, the experiences that they have, basically shapes the skills that they have and whatnot. She accidentally makes an overpowered super tank of a character, right? She joins a battle royale event because the game is quite new and it's their first ever game-wide event. She comes in third or second place because no one can put a dent in her. Because they literally cannot put a fucking dent in her. Because she's a great shield wielder with all her points in defense. Not a single point in anything other than defense, just defense. So no one can hurt her. It's hilarious. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like a really laid back, like feel good show. And it's also quite good. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty weak season so far. I mean, there's the Monster Girl reviewers, 2 dudes that go out and have sex with, try to have sex with all the different species.
Yeah, that's
humans.
That's the one that you haven't watched yet, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, we gotta watch that.
I gotta give that a try.
'Cause that does seem fucking hilarious.
There's 2 episodes out at the moment. Yeah, that's gotta be something else. And what else is coming out that I'm at all interested? Nothing really. There's not really any show. I mean, there's that one show that I talked about, with like the guy who's like in a high school with different species, right? All like basically. They were basically animal humans, but they behave more like animals than humans. There's a koala that literally... Koalas are fucking nasty, but there's literally a koala that enjoys eating shit, right? Because it only ever ate eucalyptus leaves, right? And
that's disgusting, yeah.
Well, that's the kind of thing, right? So she comes, she wants to join the cooking club, which the protagonist opened up. And they're like, well, why? Don't you guys only eat eucalyptus leaves? And she's like, yeah, but I'm afraid that I might, I want to eat other stuff. And at home, they don't really serve anything else than eucalyptus. And she's like, but there's one dish that I tried that wasn't eucalyptus. But I was too young to remember. And when I asked my mom about it, she just swung her knife around and told me to never ask her.
That's hilarious.
But the protagonist hates animals with a passion. Like,
so it's the opposite of the wrestling isekai.
Yeah. But he hates animals so much that he studied animals. He knows everything about animals because he fucking hates them.
Why does he hate them so much? What's his fucking problem?
Well, they're fucking stupid. Genuinely, humans are the most normal beings out there. Because they're the only, alright, so he makes a friend with a dog, right? Dog was, or wolf rather, I mean, he just calls her a mutt, but, When she sees him in the morning, she'll literally lick his mouth. And that's not just that's not a sex thing either, it's just, that's how they greet other wolves, right?
I know.
But yeah, but no, they actually reveal that this girl ate shit when she was younger, and
that's hilarious.
and instead of them going like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, that's so disgusting, she just goes, huh, right, oh yeah, it makes sense, you know what, I could
eucalyptus does taste horrible.
He was like, you know what, I could go for some shit, and I'm just like,
lust je ook een broodje poep?
Oh man,
now that's some nostalgia.
That's a fucking, meneer Aert.
Fucking R.I.P. mate. Any people who don't know, it's basically the Dutch. I wouldn't know what the equivalent is in any other country, but...
Well, I mean, Sesame Street.
Yeah, he's from Sesame Street, of course, but like...
It's like the Dutch Sesame Street's version of... What was the guy's name again?
I don't know, man. I don't know English Sesame Street at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Because we got the better one.
He was like the playfully grumpy neighbor. It was also really nice. Like it was a very man.
He's your old neighbor who like complains at you, but also shares his wisdom about the situation he's complaining about to you.
It was a very, you know.
Very wholesome character.
And when I was younger, I remember watching him and just like he was my favorite part of Sesame Street to begin with because I didn't much care for the fucking puppet characters, right? You know why? Because I was always like, man. Even as a child, I just gotta say this. Even as a child, I was a grumpy motherfucker, right?
Yeah, how can you not love fucking puppets?
Okay, so I was Sesame Street, right? And I was like, man, I would not want to live on Sesame Street.
Oh yeah, I imagine that.
Because I was like, man, this fucking Bert guy and this fucking Ernie fella, can't stand him. This Big Bird motherfucker, what's his problem? Cookie Monster, go to a doctor.
Please. You got Grover, I don't know what the fuck he's on. He's always flying through the fucking sky. Then you got Bert. You like Bert.
Fucking Elmo. Elmo's the reason I don't want kids.
Oh, he diddles kids. Poor guy.
Elmo diddles kids, huh?
Well, the original...
What a statement.
No, the original guy who puppeteered Elmo, he touched kids.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey man, if you want to touch kids, like, what better
is
profession to take?
So it's like, oh man, I got all this fame. Guess I'm a pedophile now.
Yep. Well, I'm around old kids all day. I guess I'll touch them.
I spent my whole life being able to control my urges, but now I have all this money and responsibility. I'm just gonna touch some kids.
Fuck it.
No. Nah. Oh man, the other day I saw a really uncomfortable gif of Donald Trump and his daughter.
Oh yeah, that's some disgusting shit.
He like, you know, gives her a hug or whatever, and you know, their arms are in the way. So I kind of get it, her arms are in the way, but still, like, why did he go for the lower hip? It's not a place where you're supposed to be touching your dog.
It's my own daughter. I made her with my own 2 balls and penis. I can touch her wherever I want.
And then people were posting like pictures in the comments, like, "Oh yeah, here she's sitting on the." But some people, okay, I get it, right? Trump, right? Let's all hate him. He's a pretty, you know, he's
not great.
It's alright, but some people do reach a bit when they like. It kind of discredits the whole thing. Because like people will be pulling out pictures like, oh look at him, this pervert, he's making her sit on his lap, and it's like, that's just a picture from a photo shoot. I mean, that's what they kind of do. They just put you in different poses, and like, I get the guy's a racist, a sexist, a bigot, a xenophobe, a homophobe, a fucking transphobe, you know, a potential pedophile. What else?
But who isn't these days? I mean.
Yeah, pedophilia is all the rage, man. It's all the rage. Seriously. Oh, dude. The Grand Tour, you know, season 4.
Yeah.
In December, the first episode came out and was the Cambodia special. They went to Cambodia. Anyway, like, for this episode in our wonderful car-related show, we're gonna not drive a car for a single second in this entire episode. So they go to Cambodia. They're like, all right, now we gotta get a boat, put it on a river, and go from one end of the country to, go through the whole of Cambodia to Vietnam. And they were like, well, that was the plan, but it would seem that climate change is putting a stop to that.
Oh,
so
damn.
They arrive, the whole river is dry.
Oh,
and they go like, well, there's 2 reasons for this. One, because we kept driving in gas-powered cars. Right, so they make it a point to only drive bicycles there. Right, so they're just driving a bicycle, a fucking car drives by, they go, oh, you stupid fucking car, you're not thinking of plan, hit him!
Poor people in Cambodia, they can help it.
And this is like, but then they're like, I gotta say, like, since Jeremy Clarkson changed his stance on climate change, because he used to think but he actually, like, he made a point out of it to really inform the viewer, like, this is what's going on. So what's going on is, in China, they're damming a lot, right, to get clean energy, which is alright. One problem with it. They choose to dam places where people are dependent. Their clean energy is derived from, as Richard Hammond put it, nicking other people's water.
Just nicking the water, mate.
But yeah, so the rivers, like, they got all these houses on stilts along it because they're used to flooding.
Yeah,
and all
yeah, I
that.
know.
And they're just riding a bicycle in the middle of it. and they finally get to a point where they can get on some water, right? And, you know, James May arrives in literally a boat from the 1930s. A leisure craft.
Of course. He's a man of style.
Richard Hammond, of course, shows up with a Miami Vice boat. Literally called the Razzle Dazzle.
Oh, wow.
And Jeremy Clarkson's, like, he's just my favorite person in the world, this motherfucker. He shows up in an actual Coast Guard boat from the 1960s Vietnam War.
Nice.
And he's like, I had to custom order this. It costed him like 120
Oh,
grand.
God.
The other guys spent 30 and 20,000 on their boats. So he comes in with 120. He's like, I had to actually custom order this one because for some reason they preserved everything from the Vietnam War except the boat that damn near won the war. and that's what I like about Clarkson. Alright, viewer, now you might not know this, but America lost the Vietnam War. This is like, oh man.
We're gonna be so mean, man, just because the English win every single war they get in.
Just a fucking sass, you know, just like
But yeah,
the
next
Vietnamese
time,
people
guys.
watching that fucking episode must have been so happy.
Oh,
to
yeah,
have
dude.
it. Like, yep.
Just like, fuck these Americans.
Alright, dudes.
Next time.
It was a good
on
episode.
Jazzgrass.
A lot of
Bye-bye.
stupid waffling.
A
I don't
lot of
even know if
waffling.
we got close to finding. I haven't looked at the screen this entire episode.
No, I've just been standing here the entire episode, don't worry.
Finish my joint.
And he did finish his joint.
See
See ya. Bye.